Hey folks, McGie here. In today's video, we're going to be doing what we told you yesterday. Bobcat. This is one of the smaller bobcats you'll see. Not the biggest bobcat in the world. That bodes well for what we're doing with it because we're going to eat it. All right, we're going to lay this big boy right down in here. That fits so perfectly. So perfectly. All right, we're going to do this just simple method. We're going to start out with salt, both sides. Heavier on the thicker parts and lighter on the thinner. We're going to go with a little light garlic powder right over that, just the same on both sides. Going to hit it with a little black pepper. Not real terribly heavy, just enough to give it what you want. We're going to hit it with something called ranch, all-purpose ranch seasoning. I've done ranch flavors on bobcats many times. Bobcat's something we've actually eaten more than you might realize because it's the best meat in the woods, pretty much. Just as a general rule of thumb, bobcat is one of the best meats in the woods. And as you know, if it flies, walks, crawls, swims, I think a bobcat can do all those things. Just sprinkle on some Cajun camp dog seasoning. So that's what we're doing right now. We're going to let Papa Scott have a heavy influence on this meal. Papa Scott sent me this seasoning, and he's told me I can let the world in on this seasoning. I've got it in the descriptions to this video, and you can get 20% off, and it's already dirt cheap. So why in the world would you not have any of it? And at that point, we're done seasoning it. I'm going to lay it here like this. I don't want these legs to poke holes in it. So that's a good question there. Long-legged little outfit. I think I'm going to leave him sticking straight up until I get him wrapped. We're going to go up and up, up and up. Nope, that ain't going to work. We're going to have to do something here. I'm going to try to fold him. He's a long-legged little booger. There we go. Now we're in good shape. Sometimes you got to know when to fold them. Know when to hold them. And I believe that this bad boy is ready to be folded. Look at that. Get it tight because you don't want to lose all that moisture. As you saw, I did not add moisture to it, but by nature, meat has moisture. So if you seal it off, you're good to go. Let's get this in the oven. We're going to bake it for about, let's see, 3 hours. 3 hours may just be perfect. Let's get it in there. Folks, it's time to get this bobcat out. I got it out about an hour ago, so that allows this temperature to come down to where you can actually put it in your mouth and it won't steam out. So we'll go ahead and unwrap it. Joe, can you get in there and unwrap that baby?
I can try.
Just unwrap it. It's not hot now. I've had it out a long time. The meat's going to be very warm, but yeah, see, it's steaming, but it's not so hot that it is going to go dry on us.
Looks good.
Ain't that pretty colored meat? That is not like a dark, ugly look. This meat is going to be like chicken. Dig in, boys! Get whatever piece you want. There's plenty there. It will tear all the pieces. See how tender it is? Look how tender that is. That's like a turkey leg, man. That's too much for you, Caleb. You can take part of it, but you can't have all of it. Let Joe have that. You get the smaller bite. I'm talking about tender, melt in your mouth. Look how that's falling apart. Tear that apart and show these people how good it is.
You want the back?
Look at that.
That's probably good for me.
How is it, Matt?
It's really good.
Really good. Tender.
Mm-hmm.
Tasty.
Yep.
It's hard to beat that camp dog, I tell you right now.
Mom, you want
Hard to beat good, hand-crafted dairy products. Ah. Caleb, you done a good job trapping this bobcat, son. David did a good job of shooting it. David, you see you got your picture in the trapping, what you call it, American Trapper in the magazine? Whew. Thank you, it's plenty. Old David's famous now. He got his picture in the American Trapper magazine on page 51. In case you got it, if you get that magazine, some of you folks may get that magazine. Look up page 51, you'll see David's picture in there. He was in a contest to see how fast they could set traps, and he placed. I can't remember where he placed. Third. If you try to fry this meat like we did the possum, it won't turn out half this good. It's all about knowing your meat and knowing how to prepare it to go with how it is. This is not a fatty meat. This is not a meat to be fried. You can fry it, but you better bake it a long time afterwards. This right here is the way to go.
Kind of reminds me of squirrel.
Yeah, it does. It's a lot like squirrel, like a big squirrel.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's probably eaten quite a few squirrels. Mary, what do you think about it?
It's good.
Is it as good as the possum we ate today? Better?
It's good in its own way, I guess.
It's nice to eat them fixed different ways too, and you don't get tired of one way.
It is really good.
It is. It's more like a cross between chicken and pork, in my opinion. Really, really good. I've heard it called trapper's pork. It's good stuff. A lot of people move from the city to the country and they don't want to kill the predators that's coming on the property killing their chickens. If you knew how good it was, you wouldn't have any problem with it. It's just as good as the chicken that you're saving. So it's a double whammy. Save a chicken, eat a chicken. Caleb, you gonna catch you another bobcat? I hope you do. That was good.
I hope so too.
I only caught one in my life. He's already caught one.
He caught two.
David, you catch two? He sure did. He caught one last year and one this year.
Yeah, two last year. Because it was last year.
Oh, that's right. It wasn't in 2024. He cut one on either end of 23. Trapper's pork right there. Caleb, thanks for catching it. You done a fine job. Caught it by one toe and it held it in that number 1.5. 1.5 Duke trap. Yep. What's the name of the guy that gave you the lure?
John Pink.
John what?
Pink.
Say that again.
John Pingley.
Pingley.
It's Pingley's Professional Lures.
Pingley's Professional Lures. John Pingley gave him some lure, and he's been trapping with it, and it's working good. So I want to say a big thank you to John for giving him the lure and for giving him some pointers. But that's all we've got for you today. We hope you have a great day. We'll see you on the next video.